The 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run with Hines. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On second down, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
20. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw over the middle taken in. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now on second down, Newton, and he's got this down to the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. On first down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Ball. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Newton now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one. Now it's Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eight yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Come on, Ron. We better than that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
I smell fear in that offense.
8.
I smell fear in that offense.
Gun.
Check 25.
Newton on first down. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Check right.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it's third down.
Gun. 20.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's complete. Stills. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear. Hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. 180. 6. Watch 8. 8. Watch block. Motion. Block.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Switch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Newton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20. Check.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Jones now, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Jones throwing on fourth down. That is caught at the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. On fourth down, Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's more on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
I got it.
Newton to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returning it is Moore. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So jumping from his free safety spot.